Welcome to Mega Talk, the new talk show in boxing. So Tyson Fury has had his first interview in a long time, from what I can see, a proper interview, sitting down with someone in a long time, and he chose to do this with Radio Raheem, as he's on a show where he's watching his youngest brother, fight. And that was his debut fight, first amateur or pro, first ever fight in the ring, and he won. But it was good to see him sit down with seconds out, explaining a little bit about himself and explaining a little bit about his plans of what is going to be going on. He sat and explained that his opponent is going to be announced this week coming. I know we've heard it over and over and over again, but to be honest, where else can Tyson really go from now? He needs a fight by the 3rd of December. So today really is going to be the last week where he can announce a fight if he's going to do it. So it looks like he's going to be announcing a fight for this week coming here now, which would make it 8 weeks before the fight. So it will give the person 6 or 7 weeks training camp before he fights. It looks like that person could be Derek Chisora. He seems to be the front of the queue. We know already from before that Derek Chisora has got a contract, which he had sent to him from before he had sent the contract to Anthony Joshua. So we'll see what happens with that. If he does fight Derek Chisora, it will be the 3rd fight with him. And to be totally honest, he beat Derek Chisora convincingly the first time, but the second time it was a total shutout. And I don't expect anything different. He did go on to say that he's looking for some southpaws, and the reason being because at the back of his head he's got Usyk in mind, that he wants to fight for the undisputed championship. And Tyson says that he's not really interested in undisputed, but I know what he is interested in. Tyson Fury is interested in money. We all know that. But yeah, I think his argument is he's got all the belts anyway. He's had every single belt, every single world championship belt. And for those people who don't know, he fought for the WBA, WBO, and IBF title first when he fought against Klitschko and won, and then he was stripped of the belts, and then he fought separately for the WBC. So Tyson Fury's got all of the belts already. He then went on to go and talk about the elephant in the room, as we say in this country, the obvious points of questioning, and that was about Anthony Joshua. He's basically saying that that fight is definitely dead in the water, and he goes on to say that Anthony Joshua had 2 weeks and Anthony Joshua never did nothing with them 2 weeks. But we all know already that he was pressuring that fight. Tyson Fury was pressuring that fight from when Anthony Joshua had the paperwork for 9 days. And then you remember he kept on coming on and saying, no, it's over. Your time's eclipsed. And that was on a Monday. He came on and said, no, there's no fight because you haven't signed a contract. And then apparently he made an extension to the Wednesday, and then apparently he made another extension. But he claims that it's Anthony Joshua that has caused the fight to break down. Anthony Joshua claims that team claim that it's because of the TV rights. And it's because of the TV rights that couldn't be sorted out in such short spaces of time, sponsorships and stuff like that. But then it got to the stage where the TV rights were sorted out. And then Anthony Joshua's team was saying, well, it's the sponsorships that needed to be sorted out. I don't know. I don't know what the cause is. But it didn't happen for one reason or the other. They went on and then they talked about them Wilder, because for those who don't know, on the 15th, which is next week, Wilder's going to be fighting Robert Helenius. And it's just saying that there could be a full fight against Deontay Wilder. To be honest, I'd rather see a full fight against Deontay Wilder than what I would with a third fight against Derek Chisora. I just don't think Derek Chisora has got a chance. And then he went on to go on that if he does fight Usyk, he'll run through Usyk, kind of like a knife through butter. One thing what I do like about Tyson Fury, if he's not fighting a person and it's a personal issue, a bit like Benn, I asked him about Conor Benn and he basically says no comment. I don't comment about people's personal business, and I thought that was good. Then he went on to say that the WBC he respects, but the other governing bodies he doesn't. And the reason why he doesn't respect the other belts is because they never stood by him when he won the world title. And they was so quick to get rid of him from being champion. But the WBC wasn't like that. So that's the only one that he cherishes. I know that he'll still fight for them. I know that Tyson Fury likes the money, so I know that he will fight for them. But it was interesting to hear Tyson Fury talk, sit down with somebody, have a proper interview. You've been listening to Mega Talk.